Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Briareos Kerensky here to unveil the surprise that I teased in the Alicia Resin Kit video. As you might know, a little game called Etrian Odyssey IV has been released in the US and will soon see release in Europe. I kinda like the Etrian Odyssey series, or as it is known in Japan, Sekaiju no Meikyuu, so I bring you the collection of visual materials art book for this specific game. The book covers all kinds of art materials, from illustrations to enemies, and there will be spoilers. If you are playing the game, or are planning to, you might want to reload this video after reaching the endgame segment. This book is available in Japan only, but it's rather easy to obtain through eBay or other Japanese resellers. It costs 2300 yen without taxes, roughly 20 euros or 25 US dollars. Let's get the outer cover out. We can see the adventurers chilling out in the streets of Tarsis. The inner cover is almost the same illustration, same background, but no characters. The first thing is a brief introduction, probably by the illustrator Yuji Imukai and the game director Daisuke Kaneda. The following piece is the illustration used for one of the available wall scrolls. These are the individual characters composing the illustration: Master, Dancer, Medic, Imperial, Bushi and Arcanist, Sniper, Night Seeker, Fortress and Last Sketch. Then to the enemies. I did say it's going to be spoilerific, didn't I? The mug should have been part of an online exclusive, if I recall correctly. There is a party of 5, which is almost my starting party, portraits included, though I had a sniper instead of a dancer. One more illustration, with the usual character breakdown. The game cover, and the bonus soundtrack, which came with Japanese pre-orders. A promotional comic that I've seen translated, but unfortunately can't seem to find anywhere. You can go to Atlus' website to get all the in-jokes anyway. And some pin-ups. Nice to see that I choose the characters favored by the game's illustrator. Character portraits, along with initial sketches. The Night Seeker's initial design is a bit more intriguing than the Dark Hunter-like portraits seen in the game. Nice prototype fortress shields, they make you wonder how different the class was in the initial development stage. Snipers had a pretty straightforward design. The design for the first female medic is about as cute as the first female portrait in Etrian Odyssey I and II. Glasses are justified, unlike a certain class from Etrian Odyssey III. Runemaster. I would have preferred this portrait instead of the two available. And you can't have an Etrian Odyssey game without a twin-tailed pink-haired dancer. Well, Etrian Odyssey III aside. Mystic or Arcanist outside Japan, with the obligatory Meikyuu color scheme that apparently all games must have now. The bushi are called mononofu in Japan. Their design has been pretty straightforward, there are next to no variations shown. Imperial portraits are cameos from past Etrian Odyssey games, including the apparently ever-present blonde protector. I think the biggest design challenge was their armor and drive blades, though you don't see many variations in these pages. NPCs. Dalla of the Mysterious Spot, Winne and her Lady Boners, Kertida, nothing fun to say about her, the unnamed Guildmaster, the Count and his dog. Good thing they haven't used this portrait, evokes bad memories from Etrian Odyssey I. Charan, that was going to look like a Nausicaa reject. The Medium. Wufan with hair in-game portrait. Kibagami. Whirlwind/Logger. Baldur, which probably saw a lot of development, even story-wise, looking at the old portraits. Generic NPC portraits. I really like those because even in their generic look, Tarsis and Imperial Grants received a great deal of attention. And then the two NPCs you continue to help throughout the game, Kirjonen and Wiglaf. Monsters are going to be even more spoilerific, you know that when you have this on the introduction page. I will skip on the names, pages seem to be laid out to hold single monster families at once. Monsters that have already appeared in the previous Etrian games do not have pages dedicated to them, which is a pity. Very few, have additional notes on how to create their models, but those are kept to a minimum, with no indications on how animations were prepared, a rather big omission. The three pumpkin FOEs. I call them Halloween, Gamma Ray, and Unisonic, if anyone catches the reference. With the Berserker King we end the natural enemies and we move on to the Hollows. Their queen, the Boiling Lizard, and the mechanical enemies of the Cloudy Stronghold. I hope that the local boss will be shown in more detail, but at least the head is given the attention it deserves. From now on there will be very late game content, I warn you. This section starts off with the prince, and naturally continues with the Titan. Then optional bosses and dragons, which are not really shown in much detail. You'd expect a full page or two for each, comparing them with the initial enemies, but each only gets this small section. I know that their design is the same since the first game, but due to their importance, you would expect a bit more details about them. Backgrounds. Piazza di Spagna in Tarsis. The various shops and locations. Land introduction screens with all the variations you need. and ending illustrations. This one is unused, I think, and if you squint you can see Etrian Odyssey IV characters here. Last section, rough sketches for the illustrations seen in the first section of the book. And a guest appearance by Medic, Protector and Gunner from the first two games. I don't really know what they are speaking about, maybe if they are going to star in EO5, but I only know I would totally buy this Gunner figure. And then, I don't really know, most probably game design documents, this looks like an overheated drive blade. Few more comics by guest artists. And that's it. Well, I would have added more pages to give some enemies the attention they deserve, but definitely a great book for the fans of the series. If you haven't played any Etrian Odyssey game, the fourth is a great introduction to the series, especially for the European players, that were only able to get the first game up till now. I won't have a video review of this, but you can read a written review of sorts on this forum, Borders Down, link is on screen and in description down below. Until next time, Briare Oskarensky, over and out.